Hi, I'm Alan Langford, and this is What the Fund, episode 21. The You Put What in That Bag edition? What the Fund is a humorous and critical look at crowdfunding projects. This time we're going to do two projects that aren't so great and one that's pretty cool. And so let's get started. First one is Land a Local. As soon as we get to the first two words, Bugaboo Industries, we're already kind of turned off on this one. It says that it recognizes the difficulty of having an immersive experience when visiting a city, and this is why they created Land a Local. Now, Land a Local, I think, is sort of like a fishing reference, and if you dig into this a little bit more deeply, you kind of see why that might be the case. So it's supposed to be some kind of a concierge app, and it's going to give you this experience. You go to the city and it says, hey, look, you can do these things, you can do those things, and all those other things. Really, what it's a mechanism for local businesses to push advertising to somebody locally. So you're going to install this application and it's going to inundate you with suggestions for cheap shit that you probably don't really want to do. Pretty much the inverse of what a concierge would do for you. I'm gonna try to be really quick on this. I mean, they sort of talk about doing this in New Orleans, and then they talk about it doing it in other cities, and they don't really mention how they're going to do all this. It's just this app, and it's ready to go off to development. It's got a cute little video that almost sounds like it was done with a text-to-speech app. Some of the pronunciation of the words is a little weird. Maybe it's a New Orleans accent or something. But anyway, here, look. So new feature with this episode, a quick summary. Land a Local. Concept, yeah, maybe. Market, tourism market, 11 million visitors in New Orleans. That's a decent market. What? Well, it's not really clear what, but given that it's just this platform for pushing ads to people, not much. How? They have no idea. No explanation of how they're going to do this. Who? There's some guy and some developers, so that's a zero. The funding levels on this, let me go back. The funding levels were, pledge $25 and get a drink koozie, $50 for a t-shirt, then you can get up to $10,000 for a hotel stay. So it's like, seriously? There's no value in that. And they want $50,000, I think, to build this whole app. That's a full-time salary for a person for 1 year. Way too low. Okay, moving on. The desk in a bag system. You got to watch this video. The desk in a bag system is exactly what it claims it is. It's this fold-up desk that you can carry around in a bag, and it only weighs 20 pounds, so like only 3 times what your average laptop might weigh, and it only takes, I think it works out to 15 minutes or so to put the whole thing together. I'm not clear on how this nice solid tabletop fits into the bag. It may be some kind of a time-space continuum thing going on. And so you've got this desk that you can carry around and set up any place, just in case you live in a world without horizontal flat surfaces. That's not the best part, though. The best part is he wants to raise $50,000. You figure for product development or something, but no, the product is already developed and it's listed on retailers like Amazon and Staples and blah blah blah. What he wants to do is my intention is to use funding to initialize Amazon's internal marketing program. I think that what that means is he wants to pay to have it sponsored inside Amazon. So he just wants to turn it into ads. But the best part, back up here. So here's your level reward. You pledge $200 or more, and you'll get a free complete desk in a bag. But it's already listed on Amazon, and if you take a look at on Amazon's website, you can get one for $129.95 with free shipping. Is that dumb? That's dumb, right? Yeah, okay. Total fail. So, concept, dumb. Market, dumb. What? Okay, well, it seems to be real, so we'll give it a little bit for what. How he's going to do this, he's already kind of done it. He's not looking for a how. He's looking for support because his piece of crap idea isn't selling, and he thinks with some advertising it might sell. Yeah, Overstock. Yeah, Overstock's a good place to have it listed. Who? The guy seems like he's credible, he's 65 years old and he's done all this design and artist and all that kind of stuff. So we'll give him some who points. His funding levels suck, and what he plans to do with the money is also kind of dumb too. Okay, on to the winner. IRL glasses that block screens. So these wind up being somewhat specialized polarized glasses, but what they do is they block out display screens because of the polarization. And they say no special effects, and if you go into the details of the project, they specify how it's done, they specify what technology they use, what the limitations are, most TVs, some computers, and doesn't work on phones. So this is pretty cool. If you want to get rid of ads, then this looks like a good way to make it so you can't see a bunch of ads, and they're getting rewarded for that. What do I have here? They're at almost 450% of their requested funding of $25,000, and they've got 16 or so days left in their project. So that's going to be a pretty successful project. I mean, it's got the right kind of background and credibility. So speaking of blocking ads, drop in at Patreon. I've got a couple of really cheap levels. You can sponsor me and help me sustain keeping to do this, and I'll have links to all these projects in the description. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care.